Good evening, viewer. Welcome to our Glory Globe TV. Here's the breaking news. Yes, Delhi was already flooded in several areas even before the water from the Hathni Kund barrage arrived in the national capital. These were the areas which were much away from the river and they stood waterlogged largely because of the unclean and clogged drainage system. This happened due to the failure of the Delhi Jal Board and the Municipal Corporation of Delhi to clean the drains on time. As practiced in the past before the arrival of monsoon in the city, both these autonomous bodies are firmly under the political control of the Delhi government. Now let's come to the floods in the Yamuna, whose waters have entered the areas between the Red Fort and further down the river near the ITO crossing. The flood waters entered the seat of the Delhi government, the players' buildings on the Yamuna bank and the adjoining Indira Gandhi Stadium complex. It also entered areas north of Red Fort in the civil lines, especially the interstate bus terminal that is called ISBT at Kashmira Gate and the Majnu Ka Tila area on the outer ring road. In its defense, the Delhi government has said that the flood waters entered because the Yamuna breached the 1978 marks. The old timers would recall that during the 1978 floods, the effect was so widespread that in Model Town, the water level was still the first floor. There was the famous instances of Indira Gandhi, then in opposition, arrived in Model Town in a boat and meeting up with Congress leader H. Kegal Bhagat, who was stuck on the first floor of the house. This time, despite breaching the 1978 mark, the water levels did not even enter Model Town, forget about rising levels. This has happened because in the past 45 years, increasing channelization of Yamuna has taken place and the spread of water is being controlled. Therefore, the level of spread despite breaching the 1978 mark is not as wide as it was then. Yamuna has been crossing the danger mark regularly since 1992 and the writer, yes, the city writer and journalists always warned about this matter, but the city has never been flooded. In fact, in 2010, there were torrential rains not only in the Himachal hills and the city just ahead of the Commonwealth Games, but the city managed to avert floods and got the premises including the Games village on the Yamuna bed ready in time for the mega event. Between 1978 and now, several measures have been taken regarding the flow of Yamuna through the city, including the building of the 3 barrages at Waziriabad, ITO and Okla. These barrages are managed by the Irrigation Department of the Haryana and the Uttar Pradesh governments solely for the reason that they have a much bigger workforce and they have to handle a much longer portion of the course, that is 1376 km of the river than in Delhi, which is just for 48 kilometers. Behind the report, Glory Globe TV, Delhi, India.